When Prince Charles and Duchess Camilla arrived in Havana to start their 4-day official visit, it marked the first time members of the British royal family had set foot on the island nation. They led a wreath at the statue of Cuba's national hero and poet José Martí. Cuban President Miguel Diaz-Canel greeted them with a state ceremony and a dinner after official talks. The royal visit to Cuba supports the British government's interest in enhancing bilateral diplomatic and cooperation relations with Cuba, despite the strengthening of the U.S.'s trade embargo against the island. The British Council, an NGO, promotes cultural relations and educational opportunities. It's contributing to Cuban projects including arts for children and teaching English.
For us,
this visit is very important since the Prince of Wales is vice patron of the British Council, and this has a meaning for our organization, which has been in Cuba over the past 20 years.
Renewable energy is important to Cuba, and the company Havana Energy, with British and Chinese capital, has invested in the sector. Havana Energy CEO Andrew McDonald told me about a new investment project by his company.
Mario Solar has its groundbreaking event on Tuesday. It's 3 parks, making up a total of 50 megawatts. The first park, 50 megawatts treble, will be online by September, and the entire project, or the entire solar park, will be online by December and generating 50 megawatts of electricity, which is a significant amount and the biggest solar park in the region.
The project's groundbreaking event was attended by Prince Charles and top Cuban government authorities. Speaking at the ceremony, British Ambassador to Cuba Anthony Stokes stressed the UK's willingness to back Cuba in its renewable energy program.
Cuba aspira a generar el 24%.
Cuba expects to meet 24% of its energy needs by the year 2030 with renewable resources. And this project is another example of Britain's willingness to boost cooperation with Cuba.
Prince of Wales and the Duchess of Cornwall also toured cultural sites in the old section of Havana. One observer said the royal couple's visit signals both sides want to move ahead on the road to economic and political reform. Chirino, CGTN, Havana.